Hi everyone, thank you for attending my talk about Asciidoctor. I'm Jérémie Bresson. I'm working here in Switzerland at the BSI company. It is a company, a Swiss company with some offices in Germany, and I'm working here in Zurich. This is our main commercial product. It's a CRM, a big application with several possibilities, call center, marketing, and stuff. And what might be interesting for you is that Eclipse Scout, the underlying framework, is an open source project hosted at the Eclipse Foundation. We have started this project 5 years ago. We were doing some FET clients, and now this year we have rewritten our framework to be a web framework. So if you want to try it, do not hesitate. What's the topic of this talk is Asciidoctor, because for both projects, the commercial one and the open source one, we have decided to use this toolchain to produce our documentation. And the Asciidoctor tooling is based on the AsciiDoc language. And this is a simple example. I don't know if you are familiar with Markdown or Textile or Wikipedia, MediaWiki. It looks familiar because at the end, a document is just a plain text document. And you can define some structure in the document, so like a header, settings, list, ordered list, unordered list. You can style some of the words. You can define some links, external ones, internal ones, and you can define some admonitions, blocks. So I'm not here to give you a complete overview of the syntax. This was a simple example for you to understand. And now I will switch to real code and real example from our Eclipse Scout project. So let me open some documentation here. I do not know how your documentation looks like, but we have a lot of code snippet everywhere. So this is a simple example. If you want to integrate JAX VS in your project, you will need to provide some properties in your POM XML, and we expect the reader here to select the code and to copy and paste it to their project. So I have here my Eclipse running with some simple POM XML, and we expect that the user will paste the snippet. And you have noticed here we have some callout bullet, and this is a standard feature of Asciidoctor. It isn't pasted to the code. And now we have a small typo in this example. This is almost a real example. The writer forgot to define the XML properly. And this is really boring for the user, because if you want to produce quality in your documentation, you need to provide valid XMLs. And the way we can solve this with Asciidoctor is to include, to take the snippets, not like this with an arrow, but to take them from some real code. Let me show you how this is solved. This is the source, the AsciiDoc source corresponding to this example, and here we have some code, and instead of defining the XML right here, we tells AsciiDoctor he should include the snippet from another file. And of course, we can select here some real XML file. Let me open it right here. So now this is a demo application we test, we build on our continuous integration server. So we are sure that the snippets in here are valid snippets. And you see this one is correct. And now with the tags definition, I can tell Asciidoctor, please include this document, but only the section between the tag and the end tag. So that's defined here. With the text attribute, and this way we get code snippets that are valid in sync with our framework, and this reduces maintenance of our documentation, and it solves problems like this. If you consider the same idea, we have also Java snippet, and we can apply the same pattern. Let me jump to my example, sorry. Now, this is some how the configuration management is done in our framework. If you want to read a property, you just need to define a simple Java class, whatever, and again the callouts to explain the user what he needs to do. And the line here at the bottom explains how the value is how you can read the value from the config. And this line, the same approach is used. This line is now stored here, defined with the same include, is defined in some JUnit test. So I'm sure this way that the line I've put in my documentation is up to date with my framework, because if the API changes, I will get some Java compiles error. If the behavior of this method changes, this test will probably be read, and this way I know, okay, something has changed. I probably need to check where this snippet was used and maybe fix the documentation or improve it. And the important point is get really early feedback. So we have everything integrated in our continuous integration server, and this way we know, oh, maybe we need to rework the documentation. And of course, this is a plain JUnit test, so you can just run it, and yeah, it's green. Next idea is again using the includes possibilities of Asciidoctor, but now we use it to define some modules in our documentation, because we want to provide the same content in several different ways. So this is some Hello World tutorial we provide to the community. This is the HTML version. This one is the PDF one. So it's a really nice PDF that's generated out of the box by Asciidoctor, also a really great feature. The PDF looks really nice. And because we are an Eclipse project, we provide some Eclipse tooling, and our user expect to be able to open some help here with this menu to open our user guide directly in Eclipse. And again, you recognize the same content now displayed as Eclipse help. And the way we solve this is, again, working with the include directives. And here is the source for the standalone document, PDF and HTML. And you see here, we just tell we include the AsciiDoc module, create a new project. And that's the same one that's also included in the Eclipse help document, same module, with another introduction, another conclusion, because we think that depending on the context, the user do not want to have the same explanations. And of course, the snippet, I can open it here, is a plain AsciiDoc document with the text. I do not go too much into details, but you have a lot of flexibility. You can define variables, you can define if, so conditional branches, you can reuse multiple times the same snippet and so on. And again, we want to be quick when we write documentation, so reusing content is a great idea to save time. Now I want to speak about the tools. I have started to demonstrate everything from the simple text editor included in Eclipse, but of course it works with any text editor. And this is really important because previously we had some LaTeX setup, and nobody wanted to edit the documentation because they told us, yeah, your setup is too complicated, LaTeX is not running on my machine, so I'm not fixing your documentation. So if we open this file, here in a text editor we can edit it, and if we copy the path to Chrome, we get an instant preview of this text file. So copy, and here I just open a new tab, and here now I have some live preview. If I start to edit, I don't know, maybe I remove this, and here I get live reload, so I get instant feedback. And again, if you compare this to what we had with LaTeX, it's really much better to work like this, get instant feedback, and this enabled that more people are contributed to our documentation. The build is also an important aspect of your documentation toolchain. Inside our company, we were using Maven already, so I just integrated Asciidoctor in our existing Maven build. You will recognize the POM XML. You can just run it here from Eclipse, or open it in a separated shell and just run Maven, and maybe not like this, and it will work. And this is really important because this way, if someone wants to build the documentation, he has no install time because Maven will fetch all the dependencies, and there is no time lost into a complex tooling installation setup. We are using Maven inside our company, but you have a lot of possibilities with Asciidoctor. Of course, you have Gradle integration and so on. If you are using Ruby, there are some Ruby building tools, and Asciidoctor can be integrated with it. If you are using JavaScript, if you have a JavaScript build pipeline, you can also integrate there as well. So it's really important because this way we can guarantee that everybody is able to run the build, and of course also any continuous integration server. We are using Jenkins inside our company, so it was really easy to set up a new task, new Maven build, new Maven project, and to get some output there. And again, if you compare it with other tools, just being able to integrate into existing build system is really a great possibility. Last feature I want to mention, I have already started to tell that we want people to contribute and to submit feedback on our documentation, because we think that if someone is reading something that is and he spots some errors, or he do not understand a section and thinks that some sentences needs to be rewritten, it's important that people can do it. Previously, we were also using a wiki engine hosted by the Eclipse Foundation, a media wiki engine like the Wikipedia. and the user are really happy to be able to change their the documentation page without having to install anything. And we have decided to host our documentation on GitHub because we believe that with GitHub you get the same kind of integration. This is not a real example, but a small video I have prepared. And if you are on some GitHub page, you can also get some preview. Oh, sorry, I need to rerun it because sorry. So now you see the complete picture. So the page is here, and if I know that I want to edit something, I can do it online on GitHub. I get a really nice editor with syntax highlighting, everything that I expect from a decent editor. I can start to modify stuff, remove content, change sentences, add new ones. And really important, exactly the same way, the same thing you get with a wiki engine. You have some live preview with a smart diff that displays what will be removed, what will be added to the document, and if the change is okay, I can just submit the change as I will do on a wiki engine. If I'm committer on the project, I can just commit. If I am not a committer, this would occur on my GitHub fork, and I could submit a simple pull request on GitHub as we know it. So we believe that with this setup, we have the advantages we also had with the wiki engine, but we have the complete power of using Git, meaning that we can cherry pick commit, we can work with branches and all the stuff that's not possible with a simple wiki, and that was costing us a lot of time in the previous releases. So we are at the end of my talk. I think we have some times for questions, if there are any. Yeah. This is a great question about including people that are used to use Word. I do not have any answer yet because we started from the developer group, and for developers, this workflow looks really familiar. I hope we will convert other departments of our company to this kind of tools and workflows. Yeah, I think they should learn Git or at least GitHub, the Git interface. We are using GitLab inside our company for the closed source document, and I mean nowadays I hope that everybody can edit a page. It's kind of the same questions for Wikipedia. My guess is that because it's so simple, it's just text, they can learn it, but I never tried it. Yeah, I know that we. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that the Asciidoctor ecosystem is still looking for a really nice editor that would be able to provide such kind of workflow. Like in Word, you get the proposed changing on the side. And at the end, it's just I think it's just a tool problem, and there is no enough smart editor for the moment for Asciidoctor. But I think that it will be really interesting to have something like that, to be able to preview a change, not only like a Git diff or something like that, but really integrated in the editor. But in my knowledge, there is no editor doing this for the moment, but I think it will come. Thank you.